Alright everyone, how we doing? Hope everyone's having a great day. I just want to take some time. I wanted to make a video. I've been wanting to do something like this for a while, where it's like kind of more news-esque thing and some more face cam stuff. Involving video games. I'm just kind of more video game news type thing. And I wanted to make a video on the GTA 6 trailer. This is going to be relatively unscripted. I have some bullet points I want to talk about. But unlike the reviews, where I'm reading like kind of word for word off a sheet I wrote, this is just kind of watching the dome. Trust me, as robotic as I sound in those video game reviews, reading the script, I promise you it's the lesser of two evils. If I were to go like bullet pointed or off or just no script at all on those, I'd be a babbling mess. So as robotic as unnatural I sound, it is the lesser of two evils. But I just wanted to give some thoughts on this GTA 6 trailer. If I'm not looking at the camera a lot, it's because I've got the trailer going on my monitor on repeat right in front of me. So that way, anything I want to talk about, I've got reference material right here. As well as, maybe something will pop into me as I'm talking about it. So I just wanted to talk about, and what this isn't is, it's not an analyst of the trailer. I'm not analyzing it frame by frame. I'm not saying, 10 things you missed in the GTA 6 trailer, blah, blah, blah. It's just yet another video. There's probably gazillions of these on YouTube. But it's just a video of me, some thoughts I have on the trailer, on what I think the game will be, my general feelings towards it. This is a big vibes video, big vibes type thing here. So, watching this trailer, the first thing I'm a big music guy, so the first thing I noticed was the song. And I didn't know the song beforehand, but it became very clear to me that this is Love is a Long Road by Tom Petty, which since this trailer was released, it's got its streaming on Spotify has been gone up 37,000% or something. And I've contributed to that. I didn't know what the song was at first, but through videos, I figured out what it was, because obviously everyone's talking about it. And the game takes place in Vice City, which is essentially just Miami, Florida. Tom Petty being a Florida native. It's kind of nice tribute they did to him there. And not to mention that it just fits the vibe of this trailer perfectly. It's Love is a Long Road. I think the title of the track says it all. Listening to the lyrics, it definitely fits well with this trailer. Jumping into my next point from that, like I said, this would be the fucking review videos if I didn't have a script reading, so. But I didn't want to go super scripty on this. This was a lot more just vibes video. But jumping straight from the song, the song is extra fitting because it's this is going to be a Bonnie and Clyde-esque story in GTA. As far as I know, they haven't done anything like that before. I've played all the 3D games, with the first three being through GTA 3 and Vice City through that definitive edition thing Rockstar released a few years ago. More on that later. I'll touch on that a little bit. But I played all the 3D games. As far as I know, Rockstar's never done a love story type thing. It's typically obviously they're all rags to riches because that's just how GTA goes. But GTA 3 was just kind of I don't know, that was kind of experimental. There was just kind of a freshly out of prison guy. Vice City, already a gangster trying to establish his turf in Vice City. San Andreas starts out as a family tale, kind of ends that way too. It's all about family, whether that's blood or not. Let's after GTA 4, San Andreas. GTA 4, it's all about revenge, redemption. GTA 5, it's about kind of reconnecting his old friends, I would say. And making new ones along the way, obviously. But Rockstar's not done a love story yet. I'm kind of all in on this. Because they're still trying to do something new. Despite, they could probably do any semi-decent story and this game would sell crazy. But I appreciate the fact that they're still trying new things. They're still trying to innovate here. And since Rockstar hasn't done that before, I'm kind of all for that. Yeah, but yeah, it's just something new, something they haven't done before. And I'm kind of a sap for stuff like that. So I'm excited to see that. But like I said, with this being a Bonnie and Clyde type thing, it's there's two protagonists. There's Lucia, who is featured most prominently in the trailer, who might be like the main character. I know it might be a multi. I don't know if that's like confirmed or not that her and the guy whose name is rumored to be Jason, Lucia and Jason. I'm not even sure if Jason's playable. I'm pretty sure he is, but even if he's not, then Lucia is definitely the playable character based on this trailer. But if they are both playable, I want to touch on that a little bit. This wouldn't be the first time Rockstar's done the multiple protagonist thing. Obviously, with GTA 5 focusing on the three of Franklin, Michael, and Trevor. So I think the story of GTA 5 is a little overrated, honestly. My favorite, ironically enough, my favorite GTA is GTA 4. Could be a little bit of bias there because that was the first one I have ever played. But then my second favorite is, ironically, Vice City. I think Vice City was a very good GTA, and then the GTA 5 is probably my third favorite, just because I think the only two left are GTA 3, which has aged poorly in many ways. I get that it was like a groundbreaking game, but it really doesn't hold up kind of in any way at all for me nowadays. And San Andreas was obviously like kind of groundbreaking for the time, especially with the size and scope of that map, which is kind of crazy, especially back in the day. A map that big for like PTS2. Don't know where that came from. A map of that size back in like the PS2 days, kind of crazy, honestly. But like I said, the multiple protagonist thing is done before, and I really think there's kind of too much going on with the three protagonists in GTA 5. So I'm kind of glad to see this kind of get shrunk down to at most 2. How that will play into the game, I don't know. And like I said, based on this trailer, they don't even say the fucking guy's name. So Lucia could be the only playable character. I'm not saying that's a guarantee, or I even expect that. But based on this trailer, I wouldn't be super surprised if you couldn't even play as Jason. Because he's just like kind of low-key barely in it, like I said. So that was just one thought I had. And I really should have organized I got my list here. I really should have organized these before jumping into this. Probably the thing that stood out most to me watching this is the map. GTA 4 may be my favorite GTA, but Vice City is my favorite location, kind of by far. I liked the map in GTA 5, but I honestly feel like there's so much. I don't know. It's kind of. I might get hung at the cross for this, crucified, but it kind of felt relatively empty to me in the sense that like a lot of the city was down here, and then once you go north, yeah, there's like some countryside, some desert. The countryside was kind of really underwhelming because it was really just like the northwest of the map was the countryside. Then there was the desert, which took up a majority, was like kind of most of the map, honestly. But there was a lot of empty space. I get desert is going to be a lot of empty space, but this map looks, I know it's supposedly going to be huge, which I think I'll touch on that. Do I mention that here? Hold on. I know the map's going to be fucking huge. It's supposedly like I think I saw it was like twice as big as GTA 5, which even the GTA 5 map is kind of a slog to traverse sometimes. Just like you gotta drive, it gets so long, there's long ass drives. Luckily there's like boats and planes and helicopters to aid with that. And even though that map was a bit of a slog to traverse at times, I'm really excited to see the map get even bigger in here because that's more area to explore, more place for them to fill. I'm really excited to see some swamplands with the airboats in this trailer. It's the name of the game is Grand Theft Auto. Transportation is a huge part of these games. So I'm sure I'll get tired of it at some point, traversing a giant ass map like this. But when the game will launch and initially, hopefully, I will love to go on long ass drives through Vice City, through the swamps, through the sprawling highways. I think the map itself is going to be the biggest one of the biggest stars of the game. Mango, what are you doing? I think the map itself. Anyway, but I think that map's going to be one of the highlights of the game. Not that the maps never are in GTA, especially with Rockstar they're always so careful with details and everything in the land and the area. Mango, can you not? Oh, Jesus Christ. I just think the map's going to be beyond baller, and kind of by a country mile, the best map we'll see in a GTA up to this point. Bold prediction, yes, but I just feel very strongly. And like I said, Vice City is my favorite location, so I'm extremely excited to get back into it. And that could just be me being biased, but So I do want to discuss 3 things I did notice in the trailer that were like kind of more specific other than just general vibes. At one point in the video, I actually just saw it, so let me put that on there and pause it. At one point in the video, there's a guy, he's in like a green, he's in a green pickup truck going down the road. He's like got the door open, he's standing there. And if you look at the caption of it, it says, "R.I.P. Rudy, see you in heaven, cuz." When I read that, I instantly thought, who is this Rudy? Is he important to the game? Is he dead before the game starts? Is he someone who will be dead later? Do you get to interact with this Rudy at all? Like I said, how important is he? Or is he just like a nobody and this is just purely promotional material for the game and nothing more? Could be any of those, but just something I noticed, something I instantly was curious about. Who is this Rudy guy? Will there be more of him? And like I said, moving on from that, kind of junctioning off of that, this Rudy thing clearly takes place on like a social media platform. It's got like a username, a follow button, like I said, the caption. And that is very far from the only social media clip in the game. There's clearly like lots of different social media platforms and people sharing shit in the game through social media. And I had the thought of like, how big is like social media going to play into the game? But kind of something more I thought of is like, are these in-game social medias going to be usable? Will you be able to like you could take selfies and stuff with your phone in GTA 5. Could you maybe, if your character, like as your character, pull out your phone and record stuff on your phone and then take that and post it to the social media in the game? So then Rockstar has like its own little compilation of GTA 6 clips. Do I think they will do that? Not necessarily. Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, TikTok nowadays, they're also popular. You're going to be seeing clips. If you're following gaming accounts, you're going to be seeing clips of this game left, right, and center for months after this thing comes out. And so do I really think Rockstar needs something like that? No. But did they need to do the Rockstar Social Club online and make gangs? Definitely not. So I can see them doing something like that as like kind of an express highway to share your clips with the community. And for people who want to watch them, just someone who's just like, man, I want to see nothing but GTA 6 clips right now. They got an aggregated list of just that right there. Not saying, again, these is all just predictions. Could be right, could be wrong, but just a thought I had. And the last point I want to talk about with the trailer, the last specific point, is that it basically starts out with Lucia in jail. She's very clearly in an orange jumpsuit. And a thought I had was like, people were probably expecting that to be the beginning of the game, kind of myself included. But just a thought I had is maybe that's the end of the game. In the promotional art for GTA 6, Lucia is clearly worn wearing like a house arrest ankle bracelet type thing. So likely the game's going to start with her in jail, and then you're getting out and you're going to be on probation for a while, and that's going to like probably how they restrict your travel in the game. to like certain parts of the map maybe. But I just had the thought, like, the game is called Grand Theft Auto. It is a game series rooted in playing as criminals and committing crimes. Is it that unreasonable to think the game ends with going to jail? Just a thought. Like I said, I don't think that's going to happen, but just a thought I had. Like I said, I was watching this, I was like, and I thought, like, man, you're doing nothing but committing crimes in these games, pretty much. Is it that crazy to think that the game ends with you going to jail? Your criminal past catches up with you? I don't think it's that crazy to think. Unlikely, sure, but it certainly wouldn't be bananas. Certainly wouldn't be an ending where, like, wow, that doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Just a thought. And kind of these closing talking points are just kind of more general Rockstar GTA as a whole. Some people aren't super high on Rockstar at the moment, especially after the last two things they did were the GTA Trilogy Definitive Edition, which was remasters of GTA 3, Vice City, San Andreas. A lot of controversy around those. The work wasn't really put into those. They kind of shipped that off to a subsidiary of them. So who focuses mainly on like the mobile versions of the game. The work obviously wasn't put in. They weren't perfect. I seem to be one of the only people who enjoyed it. I got that thing pretty much at launch, and that's the first time I played through GTA 3 and Vice City. I did play San Andreas before back on the PS2, but I did play through it again in the Definitive Edition. I didn't think they were that bad. I feel like people might have had their hopes set a little too high. The rain effects, whatever you saw on those early rain effects and how atrocious they were, anything you hear about how awful they were is true. That was god awful. It was disgusting. I hated it. I was beyond glad when I saw they patched that out. The rest of I didn't mind at all. Really no other major complaints beyond that. I didn't have any super crazy technical glitches or bad experiences with it, other than just the general jank of games that are 20 years old. So I didn't mind that, but the Red Dead release for PS4 and Switch with the Undead Nightmare being, I think it was $50, and literally untouched, just ported. That is definitely unacceptable. $50 for a fucking 10, 15-year-old game. When did Red Dead 1 come out? So yeah, that came out in 2010. Charging $50 for a 13-year-old game that you just didn't touch. I get the DLC is there, but holy shit, that's too much. That's too much. So I get why people aren't super high on Rockstar at the moment. But the GTA 6 trailer was the most viewed video on YouTube within X amount of hours. It overtook whatever record Mr. Beast had before that. So maybe the people are forgiven, but Rockstar's last real release, Red Dead Redemption 2. I love that game. That was one of my favorite games of all time. Like I said, I didn't mind the Definitive Edition at all. I get it wasn't perfect. Some criticisms were warranted. So between that, really the only thing I have to fault them with as of late is the price of the Red Dead Redemption release. So I'm really still kind of riding the Rockstar high, I guess. This game has been in the works for God knows how long. People have been waiting for it for 11. When did GTA 5 come out? Yeah, people have been waiting this game for 10 years. And it'll be more than that, which I'll get to. People have been waiting for this game for 10 years. Rockstar proved it with Red Dead Redemption 2. When they're releasing a fully new game, they take their time. They make sure it's done right. They put in the work for the details. So I have the utmost confidence this game is going to be very good. Like I said, some people might not be high on Rockstar at the moment, but I still have a lot of faith in them. Pretty much the only thing in this trailer I didn't like was the release date of 2025. I know Rockstar's not one to pull like a Bethesda with they're like what they're doing with Elder Scrolls and Elder Scrolls 6. That's all they show. Like they just pretty much announce they're working on it. Then it's God knows how long. Rockstar's typically not one to do that. I was hopeful for 2024, but I certainly wasn't shocked when I saw 2025. It seems to be Q1 2025, which is January, February, and March. So at least we don't have to wait super long into 2025, assuming it doesn't get delayed. But yeah, it's still a year plus away, which I'm really not a fan of. But it is what it is. I'd rather wait a long time and have the game be released in a good state than vice versa. So it's going to be a while before I'm playing, but I will wait patiently because I'm almost 100% certain it's going to be worth the wait. And that's really kind of all my thoughts on watching the trailer. I think it was perfect. I didn't think, obviously they didn't show a lot, but they didn't need to. The game's still a year plus out. So we don't want to know too much going into it, obviously. And with it being so far away, we don't need to be sitting here like knowing everything about the story or whatever too far ahead of time. Or the characters for that matter. Really all Rockstar needed to do, which they certainly achieved with this, was build the hype, kickstart the marketing for this game. As if they even need any. But I'm all about the vibes. And the vibes this trailer put out are immaculate. I'm not counting just having it on repeat here. I've probably watched it 10, 15 times before I started filming this. And that wasn't even because I wanted to make a video on it. That's just because I like the trailer that much. This trailer and the Marathon trailer are two of my favorite game trailers I've ever watched. The new Marathon game coming out in 2025, I think, ironically enough. So I'm going to have a packed year for 2025. But I think this is great. I'm not even a huge GTA guy, despite playing all three of the 3D... all three. Despite playing all the 3D games, they're not even close to my favorite games. I like them. GTA Online especially, with GTA 5. By no means is it like one of my favorite online experiences. Unique, yes. And to say me and my friends have a lot of memories locked away in San Andreas and Los Santos in GTA 5 Online would be an understatement. Countless laughs, countless tears of joy of laughter shed. But I've never been like, dude, GTA 5 is like a world-class game. I've never thought that. So for me to get, like I said, for me to be this hype on a GTA trailer is kind of outrageous. But like I said, I'm all about the vibes. I'm all about the hype with this. I have zero doubts that this game will be the #1 best-selling game for X amount of time period, like 24, 72, opening weekend, opening month, blah, blah. This game is going to shatter records. I have zero doubts about that. Will it be the best-selling game of all time? I'm not 100% convinced, but there is a very real chance that will happen. Like I said, I'm just here for it. I'm all about the hype. It's fun to be excited about things. I'm excited about this. I'm having fun with it. And like I said, I will be buying this day one. And I'm excited to play my little part in making video game history by buying this. And playing it, experiencing it with the world. And yeah. That's really all I have on my thoughts on the trailers. I'm just stoked for this game. For whatever reason. I'm just beyond stoked. I've never been this excited about anything GTA ever, but something about GTA 6 I'm just stoked for, and I'm very eager to jump in. This is one of my most anticipated games. I can't remember the last time. Well, I can't remember I was this excited for a game while also being this confident it was going to be good. So I've been excited for games like Marathon. I'm excited for the finals once that finally comes out. I'm excited for, especially since I kind of missed that beta period. But I kind of have it in the back of my head that those games might suck. But GTA 6 I don't think will suck. I'm very excited. And I'm excited to see how the online component plays out with this. I wouldn't be they're going to do a revamped GTA Online, obviously. That's they'd be stupid not to with the absolute behemoth they created with GTA Online and GTA 5. But I just had a thought that GTA Online's still just making them mad money. Maybe they don't do a new GTA Online. Like I said, they would be stupid not to, and I don't think that's going to happen. But it was just a thought. So I'm really excited to see how the online component of this game unfolds, if there is one, but I'm almost certain there will be. But that's all I got. Like I said, I just wanted to share my thoughts on this. I'm here for the hype. I'm here to make history in the gaming world and contribute to this game and experience it with everyone. Make sure I've been wanting to do some new stuff like this for a while, but as you can tell, I'm kind of a babbling idiot when I don't have a script in front of me when it comes to video games. But I might start doing these more and more. Probably going to be very minimal editing, just kind of clips and talking points of the trailer thrown up. But a lot of it's just going to be this talking head. I'd love to do something like this again. Let me know if you like this kind of format of video. Make sure, if you do, hit that thumbs up button. Tell YouTube you like it. It goes a long way. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss anything. Turn on those post notifications so you don't miss any other video game news or food video I do. I do both here on Milkman Channel. And let's talk GTA in the comments. Whether you want to talk about GTA 6, past games, Rockstar, anything that involves GTA or Rockstar as a whole, I would love to have a conversation with anyone who's watching this in the comments. Please comment, let's talk. I will do my best to reply to anything I can, because this is most definitely a talking point. But until then, I'll see you guys in the food videos. I'm still chipping away at Liza P. I'll get that out when I can. I'm still playing it at the moment. I haven't finished the game. It's got 30-hour run time, supposedly. But I feel like I'm getting kind of close to finishing it. But who knows? So I'm only 10 or 12 hours in. So I'll get that video out when I can. Like I said, I feel like I'm getting done. But everything I've seen is 30-hour time. So who knows when I'll be done with that. I'll get that out when I can, obviously. But still playing it at the moment. I'll see you guys in the food videos until then. Or whatever other video I decide to post. Make sure so until GTA 6 comes out, I'll see you in any other video I decide to post.